He got problems, she got problems. Only I got 411 problems. Hey, hi, what's up, y'all? It's time for another story time, and welcome to They Stole My Whole Check. I thought about this story the other day, and I literally had to add it to the list because I was like, oh my God. Thought about it. So this was during the time where I am living with Gamer, and I had just started working at the billing office. The billing office blues. Check out that playlist. I just started working at the billing office. At this point in time, I am dating. What did I name him? I don't even think. Did I give him a name? I think I gave him the name Devin. I don't know. But anyway, I'm dating Devin at the time. Are we dating? Are we going back and forth? Something like that. Something that. I think we were dating at the time. We were dating at the time. So yeah. So this was during the time where they had just started sending out. I know, like I knew about like the emails that was, I'm from Africa and I'm a prince, so I'm a king, and if you send me $15, I'm gonna send you all the riches in the world. That I just need $15 to release it or whatever. I knew about those emails, but the emails that I didn't know about at this time was the phishing emails. Phishing with the P. So this one particular, like had made the decision to be on my game, to be on my ish, because it's like I need to get out these people's house. I want my own apartment. Like I'm tired of driving 11,000 miles. And I'm trying to set up before I get my taxes, right? Because my taxes, I'm going to use my taxes mostly to move anyway, but I need to go ahead and get my main check. I need to, because I'm not paying bills. I'm helping out. Like I would give Gamer's wife money, or sometimes she would be like, nope. So I need to be saving money. I need to be kicking out, like paying off bills, I don't even have credit cards at this time. So lo and behold, like I get this email. And at this time, I'm with Bank of America. So I get this email from Bank of America, and it was like, oh my God, like, we need you to confirm your account. So give give it your name, like your name, your social. And like with the social, it was like, I kind of looked at it and I thought twice about it, but it was like literally it looked like a Bank of America email. I promise you, it looked like a Bank of America email. And so I was like, oh no, like I need to lock my account, because I have literally made the decision. I was like, this check, like I'm gonna do right. I'm gonna do right, because at this point in time, like I ain't had no, like I would just spend my money. I got money to blow, just blowing my money. Blowing my money because I don't have no bills. I would literally leave enough money in my account for gas. And sometimes I ain't even do that. Sometimes I would just go in overdraft. Irresponsible. But as long as, like, Ty's daycare, his after school, not daycare, he was in after school. So as long as his after school was paid, I had enough gas to get back and forth to work. Baby, I was blowing my checks. Blowing them. So I had made the decision, like, I'm going to do right. So I didn't get notifications, but I would check my bank. Like I was like, okay, I'm going to check my bank account every morning. And I had got a receipt, because at this time, iTunes was really hot. And you could get an iTunes account without an iPhone. But I had an iPod. I had an iPod Shuffle. I missed that. That actually got stolen out of one of the rental cars that I left it in. The little Chinese boy stole it. Because I literally saw you tried to hook, when you logged into the account, like you tried to keep all the songs, because when you sync your iPod Shuffle, when you sync it to a different iTunes, it erased that previous playlist. So you logged into like the family something like family sharing, because you didn't want to erase the songs, because the songs I had on there was from LimeWire stealing. but it was songs that wasn't out. So you was trying to keep the songs. No, I'm gonna make you erase it because nobody told you to steal it. You should have returned it because you know good and well that wasn't your iPod, thief. Anyway, so I got this. That happened years later, the stealing of the iPod Shuffle. But I had an iPod Shuffle, so at this point in time, I got a notification from my iTunes saying that I had bought a song. At this time in iTunes, songs were 99 cents. And so I got a receipt for 99 cents. I was like, I didn't buy a song. I didn't download a song. Well, I got this receipt. So I called my bank. Hold on, y'all. So I called my bank. And so I was like, I didn't make a purchase in iTunes, but I see there's a charge for 99 cents. And so she was like, and at this point in time, remember I told I had already blew my check, but I knew like I was coming up to payday. And so there was nothing in there. There was literally like $2, $2.12. And so you spent the 99 cents. And so I'm like, I didn't do that. And so she was like, what I can do is, she was like, you want to close this account and then we send you out another card. And at this time, you couldn't walk into the bank and get a temporary card. You had to wait 5 to 7 business days for your new card. So which would mean I wouldn't have no money for 5 to 7 business days. I wouldn't have no money for 5 to 7 business days. So I was like, no, it should be fine. I was like, I don't understand. That should be fine. Now, at this point in time, I never mentioned the email. So I was like, no, it should be fine. It should be okay. So she was like, okay, you sure? She was like, you sure? Because, if you didn't do it, that would be fraudulent activity. So we should close it down. I was like, no. I don't know. Maybe like one of my cousins did something. I was like, unsure. And I was like, no, it should be fine. It should be fine. So let's just say like this was on like a Monday, right? So keep going throughout the week. Nothing is happening to my account, right? So I had direct deposit. So Friday, direct deposit hit. Looking at my direct deposit, chilling. Checked it. It's in there. And it's like I had already strategically planned out what I'm gonna do with this check, and then how I'm gonna start saving and how I'm gonna get on my ish with as far as handling my finances. So I go because it's a Friday and I'm hanging out with Gifted. Am I hanging out with Gifted? Yes, I'm hanging out with Gifted. And so Gifted, actually, I think she needed to go a couple of places because at this time, I don't think she had a car or something had happened to her car, something like that. But she needed to go a couple of places. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm going to pull out some money so I could... What was I pulling out money for? I don't even remember what I was pulling out money for. I don't know if I could have cash. Oh, yeah. Because I was like, I'm going to go pull out a 20 because that was the thing. It was like, okay, I'm going to pay my bills because I had budgeted out my bills. I'm going to pay my bills, leave whatever's left in there, but I'm going to take $20 out because you should always have some kind of cash in your purse. So $20 is the max that I would have in my purse. So I'll pull out a 20 on payday. So I go to the ATM. We in the line. I go put in my card, put in my bank card, put in my stuff to withdraw $20, and it was like decline. Insufficient funds. I was like, what's wrong with the ATM? And so Gifted was like, huh? And I was like, I just got paid. Like, mind you, just got paid Friday night. Y'all remember that song? Anyway, I just got paid. So I was like, I just got paid. So it's just like, it's winding down to, because I get off at 5 o'clock. So it's starting to get like 6 o'clock and the banks are closed. And so, but you could call like the customer service line until I think like 11 or 12, something like that. Anyway, so I pulled over in the Kroger parking lot because Kroger had, I'm in Kroger's parking lot because Kroger had a BOA. No, BOA at this time was close to Kroger. So I pulled in the Kroger parking lot because she was like, I'm going to go in the Kroger and I'm going to let you handle your business. And so she took Tyler with her. And so I'm calling, like I'm waiting. Dum, 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 dum. waiting because they, they playing the elevator music on the phone while you wait. So finally, representative come on, and so I was like, let me back up, moving too fast. When I called, because they be like, check your balance. So when I checked my balance, they was like, you're in the negative $50. What? I hadn't even spent nothing. So I'm waiting for the representative because it's like, what the? I'm about to go off. I'm about to go. So representative comes on. I was like, hey, I'm a little confused. My check was just deposited this morning. I'm coming to pull money out and it said insufficient funds. Why am I in a negative $50? And so she said, uh-oh. And so So she said, Angel. She called me by my last name. She said, Angel. Yes. She's like, you've been hacked. I said, excuse me? She's like, you've been hacked. She's like, your account has been hacked. Have you given out your information? The last place that you that you purchased anything? And I was like, I haven't given out my information. I was like, oh, the only information I given out, I was like, was to you guys. And I was like, you guys sent me an email, so I had to put all my information in to verify the account. So she was like, oh no. She was like, that wasn't from us. I said, what? She said, that wasn't from us. That was a scam. They stole your whole check. She's like, right now, she was like, some of your money was spent in India. Some of your money was spent in some other place. She was like, your whole check is gone. I was like, ma'am. She was like, I know. She's like, it's Friday, and I know. She was like, you just got paid. She's like, what? She's like, the only thing I can do is put in, a claim. She was the only thing I can do is put in a dispute claim and let them know, like, hey, these are not your charges. But of course, that takes 3 to 5 business days. So I'm losing it, and crying, boo crying. So Gifted comes back to the car, and so she's like, girl, what's wrong? And I was like, my whole check was stolen. They stole my whole check. I literally got paid that morning. They stole it while I'm at work, chilling. Like, this is when no notifications is coming to your phone. None of that stuff. Like, none of that stuff was even in play. You were able to call to check and see your balance. None of this stuff was in play. So she was like, girl, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to do it. She was like, no, we still can go. She was like, I got you. You just pay me back later when you get your money. And I was like, because I don't know where we was going. I think we was going to the movies or something. I was trying to get cash out for snacks or something, I guess. Or maybe it was cash in my purse. Like I said earlier, I don't know. But I know it was like, good thing I came to the ATM because I really wasn't paying attention. If I would have went and swiped my card somewhere else, more embarrassment. So she was like, girl, I got you. Like, don't worry about it. So, like, I am literally not in a good headspace because my whole check is gone. It was like, I'm going to get gas. Like, I need gas. So, like, luckily, Gifted was like, girl, I got you. Because at this point in time, like, her contract work was booming. So she was able to do it. So she was like, girl, I got you. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So the next day, of course, was Saturday, and I am depressed because I don't have no money. Y'all, did I already have? Wait a minute. No, I didn't. Okay, yeah, I'm still living with Gamer. So I am out of my mind. And so, like, usually I would spend, like, sometimes I would spend the weekends with her, or sometimes, like, I would just go home. But this particular, like, I'm spending the weekend with her. And so, when I'm spending the weekend with her, my boy, Devin, hits me up, and he was like, babe, come on, let's go. And he was like, I haven't been to CC's Pizza in a while. Because I think at this point in time, like, we're trying to rebuild. Because he was like, "Babe, I haven't been to CC's Pizza in a while, so let's go to CC's Pizza." He was like, and that way we can take Ty, because Ty love pizza, which he did. Does. Ty does love pizza. And so I was like, oh, okay. I was like, it's a CC's Pizza over in this maybe like 3 or 4 exits up where we was. So I was like, it's the CC's Pizza over there. He was like, no, it's not. And I was like, yes, it is. And so he was like, no, it's not. And I was like, yes, it is. And I was like, I know exactly where it is, because sometimes we go to CC's Pizza for lunch, because this CC's was close to my job. And so he was like, all right. So he was like, well, we'll meet there. And I was like, I don't know. I was like, no. I was like, I can't go anyway. I was like, no, I can't go. And I was like, I don't have any money. And I was like, and I need to budget my gas. And so he was like, oh, are you at Gamer's house? And I was like, no. I was like, I'm at Gifted's house. And I was like, but I still need to budget my gas, because I was like, my bank account got hacked. And I was like, all my money, my whole check was stolen. And he was like, oh man, babe, I'm so sorry. He was like, nah, don't worry about it. I'll pay for dinner. CC's Pizza is $6. $5.99. $4.99. It probably was $4.99 then. You gonna pay for dinner. Not, babe, you good. Let me shoot you $100. Anyway, so I was like, and he was like, come on, like, I haven't seen you. Like, we said we was gonna try to do better this time. So I was like, fine, I'll meet you there. So Ty was excited anyway, because pizza. So we go to CC's Pizza, and we're sitting there, and I'm not really feeling it. I'm not really feeling it. But he ends up, like, he did pay for dinner. He did end up paying for dinner. Like, he was trying to maneuver, at a certain age, kids eat free. Ty's short. So, but Ty was very mouthy. So Ty was gonna let you know, that's not my age. That's not my age. Anyway, so you pay for dinner. Like, we're sitting there eating. At this point in time, Amber calls me. So me and Amber used to talk multiple times a day. So Amber was like, she had called me. She was like, hey girl, I'm calling to check on you. Like, how's things going? Because she knew about my whole check being stolen. And I was like, girl, like, I was like, I'm on. And she knew about Devin. So I was like, oh, I'm out to CC's Pizza with Devin. Devin bought me and Ty out for pizza. And I was like, but I'm not really feeling it. Like, I'm not really feeling it. I was like, I don't want to wait this long for a new card. I don't want to wait this long. I don't know if they're going to return my money. Like, I'm not really feeling it. She was like, did Devin give you some money? No. She was like, girl, can he meet me? Because at this point in time, hello, yeah. Because this wasn't her boyfriend at the time. Was this her boyfriend at the time? No, he was hello, yeah. They were dating. So hello, yeah. They was going to the casino. So she was like, if you can meet me over off this exit, she was like, I'll give you some money before I go to the casino. And so she was like, I already got my taxes or whatever. So she was like, I'll give you some money and you can just pay me back later. She was like, matter of fact, because you going through right now, don't even worry about paying me back. So I was like, you for real? She was like, yeah. She was like, we're getting ready, like, to get to this. It was like a certain splitway in the interstate. So she was like, I'm gonna pull over to the gas station. So how far are you from there? And I was like, girl, I don't know. Because I literally hadn't learned, like, certain interstates at this point in time. So I was like, I don't know. So I asked Devin. He was like, oh, you not too far. And I was like, oh, okay, so come on, we need to meet Amber. And so, of course, did he meet Amber? He never met Amber. He knew of her. So he was like, I'm eating. And I was like, Amber's going to give me some money. And so he was like, oh, okay. He was like, well, I'm going to hurry up. So he, at this point in time, was eating stuffed shells. So he's stuffing his mouth. So he finally finishes and stuffs his mouth. So he was like, okay, come on, let's get in the car. He was like, we're gonna go in your car. Because he was like, I don't know. He was like, we're gonna go in your car. He was like, we'll just leave my truck at Gifted's house. And I was like, all right. So we leave his truck at Gifted's house. I move over. He gets in the driver's seat, and so we're driving. And so I was like, she said she's at this gas station off this exit. So he's driving like a bat out of hell. So Amber kept like calling. So she was like, girl, how far are you? Because they're traveling out of state to go to the casino. And I was like, how far are we? And he kept saying like 5 to 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. It ended up being 20 to 30. When we finally get there, Amber was like, he need to do better with his math. And I was like, right. And so she didn't tell her little yeah, like she was giving me money or whatever. But like when I got there, like she was like, I just want to see my cousin. I hadn't seen her in a while. And so we met up, like she did the like the little quick, like, you know, the grandma slide, and she gave me some money. So she gave me like $100. I think it was like $100. It might have been like 70. But she was like, that shit, she was like, that's good. And I was like, yeah, that's good. Like I'm appreciative, because I had like, it was like, I don't have nothing. So it was like, I'm appreciative. Thank you. And so she was like, okay. She was like, girl, call me if you need me. She was like, cause I can't give you no money. And I was like, all right. Anyway, so weekend ends and I'm going back to work, and I'm waiting for B of A to call me. B of A never calls me, y'all. They never call me. I call them once I get off work and get home. So I call, you know, it's like find out. I was like, hey, you know, I'm calling to find out about the claims, because you can actually see, like, I'm not the one that did this money. Like, I just need to know, like, what's going on. So this one rep, he was like, oh my God, like, he was like, yeah, oh my God. He was like, I don't understand why this wasn't instantly refunded. I said, say it again. He said, I don't understand why this wasn't instantly refunded, especially with it being out of town. He said, you can, you know, out of state. He said, out of country. He was like, you can tell that this wasn't you. He was like, you can tell it was a scam. He was like, so I don't know why this wasn't instantly refunded. He said, so I'm going to go ahead and instantly refund this charge. So that charge was like $199. Instantly refunded, put it back on my account. He was like, I'm going to remove that, he's like, I'm going to remove all your overdraft fees, because of course it was like repeated overdraft fees. I think the maximum was like 5. So he removed all the 5 overdraft fees. He removed them, put that money back in my account. So he was like, okay. So he was like, yeah. He was like, okay, so the system is not letting me do anything anymore. He said, what I would do is call back. He was like, I would call back tomorrow. He was like, or would give it like 72 hours. Somebody else should be called. He's like, they should have called you. Like, he's like, I don't understand why they're not refunding your money. So you mean to tell me, girl, you could have instantly refunded my money? Girl, I don't know. So anyway, I was like, thank you so much. He was like, you're so welcome. He was like, is there anything else I can help you with? I said, no, you've been great. Hung up, chilling, minding my business, right? So I'm just waiting on the card, baby. I'm hounding the mailbox, because, baby, where is my card? Because remember, they're not giving out temporaries at this time. So my card finally shows up, because they had put a rush on it. Thank God. They had put a rush on it. So my card shows up like Tuesday, Wednesday. So I have my card. So I remember what the dude said. So I called Wednesday. Called to find out, and I was like, okay, like this charge, I just want to know why, like, it hasn't been charged back. This rep said, which is a female, ma'am, we have given you the maximum amount of money that we're able to give you. We don't know if you were working with them. We are not refunding your money. I was like, excuse me? You have a good day. And she pulled the line. Oh, what the? So I waited. Like, I sat there, I set my cell phone down and I waited. And I was like, this is not happening. This is not happening. This is not happening. Because it's like, girl, I got scammed. I ain't got no money. And you sitting here like the money, the lady told me it was like in India and all these other places. And you saying I'm working with them and I live in the U.S., ho? Like, you look at my transactions. How am I working with them? How? So I waited a good 20-30 minutes. And I called back and a male answered. So I was like, hi, I'm calling to find out about this transaction. I was like, I was scammed. I filled out this email and I literally don't know what to do. Like I was told like I should hear from somebody. And I was like, I haven't heard from you guys. I just want to know. So oh wow, I don't know why this wasn't instantly refunded. You refunded this thing. You refunded these charges. This was a big charge. This charge was like $350 something. So you refund that charge. And he was like, that's going to be the max that I can do today. Call back within 24 to 72 hours and then have somebody else refund the other charges. So I took it upon myself because it's like, I need my money. So I go to the bank. And it's a black dude that I'm working with. African Americans. It's a black dude. And I'm working with him and I'm like, okay, can you tell me like what do I need to do to get all my money refunded? And I was like, because why this lady was telling me like y'all not gonna refund any of my money. I ain't tripping about like the other dudes. I need all the rest of my money refunded. And like, yeah, because it's a different account now. I just need my stuff refunded. So he was like, oh, you got a police report? I was like, no. He was like, that's the issue. He was like, if you go get a police report, he was like, if you had the police report right away, he was like, the other gentlemen was nice. He was like, and I think they were really nice because it's in India. He said, which one makes sense. He was like, but if you get a police report, he said it would have been refunded right away. And I was like, well, I don't know, because this is my first time going through it. And so he was like, do you have the email? So me, like, I used to, again, OCD. I would, once I'm done with the email, like, I would delete it completely. Like, and I was like, no, I don't have it. Because they wanted to see the email so they could see, like, what email address it was coming from. Because he was like, Bank of America don't do that. Bank of America don't send out emails for you to verify your social. Excuse me, for you to verify your social and stuff over email. He was like, we already have that information. He's like, if we need something to he's like, we need something to clarify. He's like, we're gonna send you a letter and tell you like, hey, you need to come in office. He's like, we're not gonna send you an email like that. He's like, the only time we'll send you the email is to verify the purchases. And I was like, okay. So he was like, so if I was you, he was like, I would definitely go. He was like, because if they have your social, they're not just gonna start with your bank. He said, because we closed that account out and transferred like the stuff over to the new one. He was like, so he's like, if they have your social, they're not just gonna stop there. So if I was you, I'll go get a police report. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. So I went. Did I file it online? I think I filed it online. I don't know, but I know I filed a police report and I put that in here. So after I filed a police report and emailed it to Bank of America, to the next rep that I had talked to, because I told her, I was like, I have a police report, like, can y'all just refund me all my money? So she was like, can you email it to me? I emailed it to her. I know, right? Emailed it to her, and I was like, I emailed it to her. I know I was calling Bank of America. I was calling the number. I emailed it to her, and so she was like, okay, I got it, and she instantly refunded my money. So I have all my money now. I have all my check. I have my check back now. So she was like, make sure you don't answer any emails. You don't answer any emails. She was like, or if you get any emails or anything that seems suspicious, you can always call us. I should have followed my first mind when they asked for my social. My mom always said, girl, protect your social. You don't get nobody your social security number. Protect your social. That was before the internet age. But protect your social. You don't get nobody your social. So, anyway. So, luckily she was like, but make sure you keep your police report. She was like, because if they have your social, same thing the man said in the bank, they're probably not done. So, y'all, I'm sitting at work. After, I got my check back, I'm chilling. I'm sitting at work and I'm getting these emails saying we just need confirmation for your address to send your Dell computer. Excuse you. So I called Dell, and cause Dell used to be real popular back then. Dell computer, the little boy, he'd be like, dude, you're getting a Dell. That boy ruined his career. Over tree. He ruined his career over tree. I know he mad right now because tree is legal in some states. Ain't that something? Anyway, so I called Dell and I was like, I'm not ordering a computer. Can you cancel that order? So they canceled it. I'm so sorry. Because they were ordering a computer online. They were using my social. They were using, and then what was crazy to me was, because I thought all this time my credit was bad, they were financing a computer. I thought my credit was bad, so I was like, they were financing this big high-tech computer. Computer was over $1,000. Financing a computer. Having, like, you using my name, so it's coming to my email, because the information, I don't need it to match, but I don't know, like, I don't know for the life of me. It was like, how are you gonna order and then think I was gonna get the email? Then they were trying to get a cell phone. They were trying to get a cell phone in my name. So they had some, who told me? I think the T-Mobile people, because I had called them. They was trying to get T-Mobile, and at this time I had Sprint. So T-Mobile, the girl on T-Mobile, she was like, I'm so sorry, because I was like, that's not me. I got scammed. They had my social, like, what's it called, child? They stole my identity, and I don't know what it's called. It's a name for it. Not stolen identity. It was something else that they was calling it back then. Anyway, but I was like, they stole my identity, so that's not me. And so she was like, if I was you, I would put, it wasn't a freeze on my credit report, but it was like some kind of notification. So every person, when my credit is ran, like when they give my social, they have to call me. Like, you have to call my number. You have to call my cell phone. And so I was like, oh, okay, thank you. So she was like, and then let the creditors, let the creditors know, like Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, let them know, like, your social was stolen. So she was like, so they'll mark your credit. And I was like, okay, thank you. So I did that call. So when I called and got the information of what I need to do, because you have to do that by paper, by mail, it's going to take a while. So I was like, dang. So all this time, while it's taking a while and that's processing, you're still trying to get your computer, because remember, I canceled it. So I canceled like 3 or 4 more orders, y'all. So finally, on the 4th order, I was like, can I speak to your manager? And so the lady was like, ma'am. And I was like, you didn't do anything wrong. I was like, I just need to speak to your manager. I said, so when my name pops up, y'all will know that's not me. Because I was like, I repeatedly talked to different reps and told them, like, my identity has been stolen. My social's been stolen. I'm not ordering a computer, and I don't know why. And I was like, I've asked for y'all to put this in the notes. I don't know why. When my name pops up, I don't know why y'all not doing it. Can I talk to your manager? And so she was like, yes, ma'am. So she transferred me to the manager. So I was telling the manager, like, I was like, this is what happened to me. This is what I'm going through. I was like, is there something that you can put in the system? Something where you can block my name so they will stop trying to order a computer. They was trying to order a Dell, honey. They was trying to get this $1,000 computer. And I was like, because that's not me. Why the manager said, I so understand what you're going through, because they did that to me too. She was like, I can't even imagine what you're going through. She was like, I can't. She was like, it's so much. And I was like, yes, it's so much work. It's something like you constantly getting caught. You constantly watching your credit, because these people have your social and they doing whatever they have. They don't care, none whatsoever. They gonna get what they can get, how they can get it. So she was like, I totally understand. She was like, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to block your name. She was like, because you have no intentions on buying a Dell computer. She was like, I'm going to block your name. I'm going to put in the system anytime their name comes up that the person, like, they get an email. Wherever they're emailing from, they get an email to that the police has been informed, like, that they're doing this. So, like, you can stop. Like, hey, it's been recognized, like, this identity has been stolen. And so she was like, I'm putting in the system, so you should never hear from us again. And I was like, okay, thank you so much. I don't know what she did. I don't know if she went however she did it. I didn't hear from them again. Y'all, I would say like a month later, I'm thinking I'm in the clear. But I kept in mind, I still had the police report, because I remember what the man said. I remember what the lady said. Make sure you keep your police report. So I'm sitting at my desk and my phone is ringing back to back to back to back. And I don't even know the number. I was like, who number is this? And it's ringing back to back to back to back. So I'm thinking something is wrong, right? So I answer, hello? Hold on. So I answer the phone. I'm like, hello? And so they was like, may I speak to Angel? This is she. When I said this is she, this person said, this is Bartholomew Esquire, a full of shit law firm. And I am extremely disappointed in the type of human being that you are, when you feel like you can run up a bingo balance on the internet and not pay your bills and not pay the client. I was like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? He was like, so, like, what do you mean? What am I talking about? Are you going to act like you didn't create this debt? Are you not Angel? Are you not Angel? And you reside at, and you called out my address. And then you was like, and this is your social? I said, oh, it's funny. It's funny. I said, first of all, I need you to change your tone, because I don't know who you think you talking to, but it's definitely not me. I said, what is your address? Excuse me? What is your address? That way I can send over the police report since my identity has been stolen. Oh, I will gladly give you my address. I said, please do. So he gave me his address, made a copy of the police report, sent the police report. I would say like a week or two. Gave it 2 weeks. Phone rung again. And I made sure I saved the number, because I was waiting for you to call back. So picked up the phone. Hello? Miss Riggins, this is Bartholomew from the Full of Shit Law Firm, and I just want to say I deeply apologize for the first phone call, because I didn't know. I didn't have any idea that your identity was stolen. I said, maybe you should try handling better business than that, or maybe try asking questions before you start going off. I so deeply apologize, ma'am. He was like, if you would click. No, I don't want to accept your apology. Don't call my phone no more. So literally after that was literally it. Like, everything was in the clear, because I didn't have like the best of credit. So it was like, y'all can't really do too much. Like, I promise you, the Dell situation, the Dell computer baffled me. So maybe that was like financing with Dell. I think that's what it was, because baby, that credit, I literally had just made the decision before they stole my whole check, before they did the phishing email, that I was like, okay, I need to do better with myself. So anyway, that is the story time of they stole my whole check. I love you the mostest, because you definitely a dope person in real life, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. As far as I know, like, nothing else. It was nothing else. Like, my social was clear, because again, I had bad credit, so they really couldn't do nothing. Nothing big and major. Bye, y'all.